Hey, now watch it with that Russian hacking talk, all right? I want to get my channel shut down again.
Roll another blunt, man.
They see that?
These is good times.
They're going to blame me for the Powerball, too. Let's kick it off.
Full of shit, and you need to quit.
Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Boom, boom. Crash and burn. All right. Well, I think really the motivation for this stream, the inspiration, is this guy right here. I want to hear Donahue George, Stocks, Real Estate, Health. I want to hear his take on AMC earnings for AMC Will Moass. This is going to be so
This is not
fantastic.
financial advice. This is not legal advice for entertainment and educational purposes only, and everything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, so you get the videos I put them out, see what I'm thinking, see how I'm analyzing the data. Listen, AMC beat expectations, but of course, the FUD articles came out all negative, but that's what they do. We've grown accustomed to that.
Oh, I knew it. I knew he was going to lead with AMC beat expectations, but already like the ultimate of people who have no concept of context, no concept of anything beyond an actual thing, the context it's in, the overall landscape. You have to look at everything. How does this fit into a larger thing? So yes, of course, apes, you win. You won, right? AMC beats on earnings. Beat on both earnings per share and revenue. Wow. You beat on both. The problem is you could still win game and play like shit. You could still have the lowest score in a round of golf and have played like absolute shit. Beating the expectations doesn't make something good. Does not make something good. Especially, and this is one of those context things. You're looking at the third quarter of 2022. What do we know about the earnings estimates? They've all been lowered so that they could beat them because Wall Street is a big scam and they're scamming the apes perfectly. Perfectly. I mean, really. AMC beats earnings during a slow ass Q3. See, even during the third quarter, AMC beat earnings. Wow, this company's going places. Okay, don't want to get ahead of myself. But yes, Donnie, you're right. AMC beat the earnings expectations from Wall Street analysts who are known for being absolutely objective and not having any other motivations or ulterior motives. So, yes, you got that one.
Aron has said that high growth mining is doing great, but we are.
Oh, Adam Aron said that. Adam Aron said that. The CEO of the company. Okay, he said that. So it must be true. Coming from the CEO.
All negative, but that's what they do. We've grown accustomed to that. Adam Aron has said that high growth mining is doing great, but we already knew that. He also said that the AMC
What else
credit
did he
card,
say?
the AMC branded credit card should be out first quarter next year.
Sweet. That's what I always wanted.
That, the AMC branded popcorn, the microwave, and the already ready-made popcorn should be ready by
ready-made popcorn. Oh, my favorite.
2023.
I love ready-made popcorn. You know, it's the best kind. What the fuck is wrong with these people?
I thought it was a good earnings report. He said as the CEO of a public company, he can't really speak too much about about what's going on in the market, about the malfeasance, about the corruption that everybody else sees. And I kind of understand that because he has his words, can make a big
Right.
difference and maybe leave the company open to legal liability. So I guess that's why he can't really say too much.
My God.
And then
Yeah, just tell yourself that.
on top of that,
Just tell yourself that.
I think he can do more. Okay, I
Oh,
think that he can do
okay.
more. He could have hired share Intel to get a share count because
Share
I spoke to
intel.
share Intel probably about maybe a year ago by now.
Oh, really?
Man, the time flies. I spoke to share
Time flies when you put out the same fucking bullshit every fucking day, doesn't it? Piece of
Intel
shit.
like a year ago, and share Intel had the technology to find out
Share
exactly how many
intel.
deals shared and exactly how
Share fucking intel. What the fuck is that?
many counterfeit shares
Jesus
there are
Christ.
out there.
Guy's pathetic.
So, and he
Is
said that
Antoinette, wait a minute. Is she spreading more of her hedgy shill FUD? Oh, God, I've warned you. I warned you all that she's a shill. They beat earnings. Tomorrow, $1,000 a share.
the
You're gonna
biggest
have to be more realistic than
shareholder of
that.
AMC, and
10,000.
he watches his portfolio go down because of AMC stock. But I think his focus is on the long term of AMC, which is great. But
The long-term focus of AMC is great. What does that mean? It is great to have a focus that is focused on long-term, or the long-term outlook is great? Because that's certainly not true.
I believe he could do more. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I
Yeah, because you have nothing, because you're full of shit. You're bullshitting right now
think he can do more.
in front of your fucking pictures, paintings of wine and wine bottle. Wow, what a cultured motherfucker.
But overall, I think it was a good earnings report. I think there's a lot of positive catalysts, and I believe if any other stock would be doing what AMC is doing, beat them at
Oh, I'm sensing a straw man argument about to come in here. Or maybe he just had to take another shit. I don't know. It's one of those two.
stock
Maybe both.
would be doing what AMC is doing, beating analyst expectations, sitting on over $1 billion.
Like like beating analyst expectations. That's it. Don't ask what they were. Don't ask what the earnings were, whether they're positive or negative per share. Don't ask that. Did they beat the expectations or not? That's the only thing that matters here. Clearly. No context.
Dollars in cash. This stock will be trading at their fair market value. And I believe the fair market value of AMC should be between $30 and $35.
Well, that's your belief. You can't point to anything that justifies that. So, yeah, it makes it a belief. I would go so far as to say it makes it an irrational belief because there is nothing that supports that belief, notion. There is nothing the apes can point to in black and white. Facts, not speculation, not bullshit on Reddit or Twitter or YouTube. There are no facts that support the narrative that AMC is fundamentally worth $30 or $40. If this guy took the time in a year, time flies when you're shilling AMC, but if he'd actually taken the time to learn how to read a fucking financial statement, he would have been able to look at the one that came out today and realized how foolish, how motherfucking foolish you look saying that you think this company is worth 30 fucking dollars per share. You have no fucking clue. Gloves are coming fucking off. The gloves are off. This guy is clueless. And I happen to believe, can't prove it. You tell me. I believe he belongs in jail.
So the only reason, like I say every day, the only reason that we're at the price we are now is because of the fraud, the corruption, the criminality in the market. And the thing is, they don't even try to hide it anymore because there's no consequences for their bad actions. They break the law. They rob retail investors. They rob pension funds. We pay the SEC
Rob.
to protect the interests of retail investors.
No, we don't. We do not. We do not pay the SEC to protect the interests of retail investors. That is not the mission of the motherfucking SEC. Get that shit out of your fucking head. That is not the mission. That's not what they're there for. It's not.
To protect the interest of pension funds. We pay them for a fair and transparent market. But do we get that?
No, we don't. We don't pay them for that. Incorrect.
No, we don't get that. The SEC refuses to do the job that we pay them to do. They have breached their contract with the American people. And
they don't have a contract with the American people. Oh, you're going to hold them accountable. How are you, a fucking nobody, going to hold the SEC accountable and a bunch of fucking bag holders on a stock? We all lost money, so we need to hold the SEC accountable. This is the ultimate of fucking grandiose narcissism on display with this ignorant motherfucker. Now, I'll give him, his fucking shirts are pressed. Oh, yeah, his shirt is pressed beautifully. Look at that. Look at that collar. Looks fucking great. It looks fucking great. Good job. Great job. I mean, come on. Come on. Pathetic.
I mean, that's really the bottom line. That is my personal opinion. Please don't make any financial legal decision based on anything I say in these videos.
Yeah, don't do that.
Anyway, hit the like button, subscribe button on YouTube.
Fucking moron. How much longer until this guy disappears? That's the real question. We're at the bottom of the barrel now. We are at the bottom of the fucking barrel. Oh, man. Okay, so now on to somebody who is apparently living in, I don't even know what this is. Some kind of modern cave or something. I don't know.
Hey friends, welcome to Stocks and Crypto Plays. Today I'm talking about AMC. We just had Q3 earnings report. I was on the call listening to Aron, CEO of AMC.
I was on the call. That sounds so official.
Future. He covered some major points that he believes are going to really propel AMC much higher in stock price. And
is that what he said? He said that I believe this stuff will propel the stock price much higher. That's not what he said. That is not what he said. He did not say that. And look, we have these little guide things here. AMC beat estimated earnings, check mark. AMC beat estimated earnings per share. You're saying the same thing. Q3 revenue. Oh wow. Wait. Right. Because that tells us everything.
We're going to take a look now at Q3 numbers.
Green screen.
AMC Entertainment beats quarterly revenue
and
estimates.
He never said that.
AMC Holdings Inc. beat Wall Street estimates for third quarter revenue on Tuesday as a
what? Oh my God.
Sustained boost from movies such as Top Gun Maverick, new releases including Thor, Love and Thunder, drew more football.
Yeah.
To cinema halls.
I'm just going to let him.
Adjusted revenue during the quarter ended September 30, 2022 was $1.01 billion. Analysts on average had expected total revenue of $961 million. So basically,
oh my God,
about $40 million, $39 million. So they did really good. They did really good this quarter, better than even I thought.
They did really good.
There was like no really good movies out in Q3. So, but they still made $1 billion, friends. $1 billion in Q3.
No, they did not make $1 billion. They didn't make $1 billion. They took in $1 billion. Sure, they took in $1 billion, but they didn't make $1 billion. You know how much they made? Do you know how much they made? They made negative money. They lost money. They did not do great. What the fuck is wrong with this shit? Oh my God. They made $1 billion, guys. They made $1 billion. They made it.
You know, some of the residual
out of nothing.
Because that movie stayed popular like into 2 quarters. So
stayed popular into 2 quarters. I have never seen it. I will never fucking see it. I will never
Oh,
see
that
it.
was great.
And I know that there's others here, shadow stars, who's in the same boat.
And then you're going to take a look
And he's saying that Thor was Q3. So choke on that.
at the AMC earnings per share. They actually beat the estimates on the earning per share
Oh,
also,
yay.
which was
Was that positive or negative?
great. So they had an estimated negative 24 cents earnings
Here we
per share, and
go.
they finished at a negative 20 cents earning per share. So
Woo! 4
they
cents.
beat estimates there as well.
Like, do you not realize what you're saying? Yes, they're failing. The business is failing. The business is ultimately unsustainable. But, but it's less unsustainable than Wall Street thought. That's what you are saying. That is what you are saying. And it is stupid. It's dumb as fuck.
And I think this was a very successful Q3 for
Oh
AMC,
my
better than
God.
I had thought it was going to be. And as you can see, they beat earnings and they beat earnings per share estimations on both. So that is really great news for AMC.
Fantastic fucking news.
So as far as the Q3 call with Adam Aron, he had some really
It was really, really great.
strong points that he was making, and I took some notes for you, friends. And please hit like, please hit subscribe, please share the video with a friend, please comment below some bullish news on AMC.
Some bullish
I
news
do
on AMC. See, there you go. We don't care about the actual news. We just want bullish news. We want bullish fucking news.
appreciate you all,
This guy does not belong on
and
YouTube,
I do need your support with hitting like and making
but he is
positive
getting more
comments. Thank you
subscribers
so much.
by the day.
Okay, so here's the notes from the call with Adam Aron, CEO today. Fresh, hot off the press news. Okay, so Adam Aron said in Q1 January 2020.
AMC is fundamentally in a business that is about as strong, comparatively or proportionally as business of printing presses. Like that, AMC is last fucking century. I'm sorry. I mean, all this smoke and mirrors, all these tricks, all these fucking gimmicks. It's never been clearer to me that Adam Aron. I mean, the the fact that these people trust Adam Aron, and Adam Aron told them today that he was amused. It amused him how gung ho they were about these ideas or whatever, or popcorn. I forget exactly what it was, but he was amused by them, by their interest. Amused. He was amused by it, meaning he thought it was amusing. It was entertaining. It was funny because it was so weird and cringy, probably. Like they think that Adam Aron is there for them, and they hinge on every little word he says except amused, apparently. I'm telling you, this company has, shadow stars can tell us more accurately, probably, how long this company probably has. But, you know, burning through $500 million in 9 months or so, stretching the debt as far as it will go, struggling to issue uh, more debt, having to entice with these ridiculous rates. Highly unrelated diversification into the most illogical areas that have not shown any promise of being profitable. Hycroft Mining has not shown potential to be profitable. Zoom Rooms has not shown the potential to be profitable. Regal Cinemas already does that anyway. They already do it. They already have that capability. They've been doing it for months. Popcorn Okay. Ready-made popcorn. That's what we want. What people want. You're entering an established market with established names, and you think you're just going to come in because you have the AMC name, and people are going to like it and buy it, and it's going to be the thing that saves you. It's delusional. Aron likely knows this. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Does not matter to him. It does not matter to him. He will be gone before the company collapses. He won't, it won't hurt him. He won't feel a thing. You'll never hear from him. He'll disappear. He's already basically, made out like a bandit. And now he just has to play it out. But it's this is not a strong company. This is not a company that can survive. Although CFO Sean Goodman told us that Sean Goodman said that AMC will be cash flow positive next quarter. And for the life of me, I cannot figure out how. It makes no sense whatsoever. They would need 4 Top Gun Mavericks to even come close at this point. 4. They have probably less than 1 because these films are very specific. These aren't widely these it's not a Top Gun. I don't even think a Top Gun is really a Top Gun. It's bullshit. But anyway, um yeah. I mean, that's what we're going to hear.
Most likely, they're going to have a popcorn brand by AMC called Perfectly Popcorn, and they believe they're going to make a lot of money on this. They said the pack.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. They believe they're going to make a lot of money. They believe they're going to make a lot of money. Yeah, so did the guy who started fucking Smart Food. And everybody knows what that is, and everybody's had it. And given a fucking choice between an established brand and some fly-by-night operation, what are you going to pick? I'd rather pick the fucking Boy Scout popcorn.
Packaging looks amazing, and they said they have a lot of
Yeah, but nobody's actually ever seen it. Who cares what the package looks like? It's the dumbest shit. Oh my God.
They have a large investment in HYMC. I think it's about
Wyckoff Mining.
He thinks they're going to make quite a bit of money on that in the near future. And he brought out the fact that there were 2 recent exploration drills by HYMC recently.
Oh my God.
And both of them produce very high quality ore with gold and silver. So they said that the outlook for mining gold and silver is very strong for Hycroft mining, which is going to bring huge revenue numbers. So they believe they're going to make
what?
Mining, which is going to bring huge revenue numbers. So they believe they're going to make a lot of money on it.
When are they actually going to start fucking digging for it? When are they actually going to start producing it? And they even said, we don't have the facility to process it. This is the problem with these armchair fucking experts. People know nothing about shit. They know absolutely jack shit about shit. Sitting here talking about mining. Like this fucking guy has any clue. Like he's done a fucking iota of research about it. I mean, seriously. This is the problem with this bullshit populist investing, trading garbage that's on YouTube. It's all garbage. It is all garbage. You can't do any of this shit in 8 minutes and 29 seconds. You cannot do it. He's not even scratching the surface. Not even scratching the surface. And he's not giving anybody any fucking help.
So, the Q3 projected earnings and earnings per share was a win. Like I said, and all these other points that Aron brought out were really bullish for the future. And he touched on the point that Q4 is going to be absolutely loaded with blockbuster movies. Q4. So that's where they're going to really make some
Q4, yeah, free beer tomorrow.
Friends, Q3, one quarter, AMC just posted earnings over $1 billion.
No, that's not earnings.
With everything that's going on, he did bring out the fact that there's a lot of things going on in the world right now that are challenging, but he said AMC's overcoming them. You know, they said he said he's got a war going on in Ukraine. He said the economy's bad, and you know there's a recession and all these things. He said it's not stopping AMC from doing their thing, and
it's not stopping AMC from posting negative earnings. What a fucking clown.
Basically, the retail investors own AMC, and he's just running it for us. I thought that was really cool how he said that. The retail owns the float. You know, that's on the table. Anything can be done. It's all up to the shareholders. It would have to be voted on. And he went on to say that he works for us, the shareholders. He said retail owns the float, basically. The retail investors own AMC, and he's just running it for us. I thought that was really cool how he said that.
It sounds like he's reading a script or he's being fed what to say. This guy has, I mean, who the fuck would believe this guy? I mean, this is the coldest, most uninterested, most uncurious manner of delivering anything that you could have. It's like he's not even sure that he's saying the right words, but this is what it says to say, so I'm going to say it, and people, they'll know what it means. Why do I need to know what it means? I mean, he's a dumb terminal. In other words, he's a fucking dumb terminal. They all are. They all are. No conviction
so it was
whatsoever.
a really nice call to listen to. One thing that was frustrating for me, I don't know if any of you were on the call or you noticed this, but when Aron was speaking, I didn't have a video, I just had the audio, but when he was speaking on the call, it sounded like he was eating popcorn or something. Like he just kept chewing and talking, and that wasn't very professional to me. As a CEO, I mean, you can take off like an hour and just talk without eating it. You know, that's my opinion. You know, because when I do conference calls, I can't be eating on a conference call, and I'm not a CEO of a company like that. So, I mean, that's my one call.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants because you are his bitch.
To Aron.
That's the reality of it.
Him a tweet,
you're his bitch.
Asking him not to eat during the next call. So, but anyways, I'm feeling really bullish about AMC and the future and the price action and all that. And like I said in my previous video, I don't know if you saw that one, we're not too far away from hitting the 90-day marker to where we can have a potential.
Oh, the 90-day
Moass
catalyst.
So, take a look
potential
at my previous video
Moass.
as well. It's really exciting. Got a lot of good responses on that last video that I did, and that's a very interesting topic as well. So.
Oh, yeah, very interesting. So interesting that you didn't even fucking look it up. You made no effort to actually look up the goddamn fucking rule that you are hyping, selling to people, giving them hope, which is the worst, the most dangerous thing that you could give somebody. You're giving that, and you're not doing the most basic fucking modicum of research. It's despicable. You belong in jail. Oh, speaking of belonging in jail.
Hey, what's up, man? This Frank. I just got through listening to the AMC earnings call. Man, let me say this. I'm an ape. And I'm going to hold these shares, man, until we go to zero or until we rip. But I don't have no loyalty to Adam Aron. You know, I can't defend him when it comes to shit no more. I can't. People can do whatever it is they want to do. I don't care. I can't defend him. Look,
Frankie pissed. Oh, man. Let's hear that again from the top.
I just got through listening to the AMC earnings call. Man, let me say this. I'm an ape. And I'm going to hold these shares, man, until we go to zero or until we rip. But I don't have no loyalty to Adam Aron. You know, I can't defend him when it comes to shit no more. I can't. People can do whatever it is they want to do. I don't care. I can't defend him. Look, my loyalty is to the short squeeze play. My loyalty is to the apes. And my loyalty to my subscribers that got their money tied up in this shit. You see what I'm saying, man? You know, when it comes to Adam Aron, man, if you ask me, do I think he's doing anything to fight the criminal activity the naked shorting and the stock market manipulation as far as AMC stock, I tell you, no, I don't think he's doing shit. And the reason why I can be firm with that statement is because he haven't shown me that he's doing shit. You see what I'm saying? My thing is, do I think that he care about our short squeeze play? I think that he cares about the company. I think he cares about himself. But I don't think
That's interesting. He's setting up this dichotomy of Adam Aaron. Yeah, I think he cares about the company, but I, I don't think he cares about the short squeeze play because his job is to care for the company, not some goddamn greedy fucking retail
my
investors.
thing is, do I think that he care
Fucking
about our short
ridiculous.
squeeze play? I think that he cares about the company. I think he cares about himself. But I don't think he give a fuck about the short squeeze play. I think he care about us being long-term shareholders. But as far as the short squeeze play, no, I don't think he give a fuck. I don't think he care. You see what I'm saying? And if anybody man come out and say, well, Adam Aaron is doing something to fight the criminal activity as far as AMC is concerned, he's doing something to fight the stock market
Sure he
manipulation
is.
and the illegal naked
Sure he
shorting.
is.
How can you say that?
How can I say that? Because, I mean, if you take what he's doing at face value, which I think may be foolish anyway, but let's just say that you do. You think that these ideas, these Zoom and popcorn and whatever else, laser projectors and leather seats, ostensibly, these things are being done to improve the company, to increase the company's viability, to bring in more revenue, to command higher prices, therefore, to bring more actual profit, the money that they actually get to keep, right? Because right now, every month, every quarter, every year, they owe more money than they have. So that's one way. I mean, it's a number of things that all contribute to the goal, excuse me, of improving the company's fundamentals, because that's ultimately, in the long run, what's going to determine price of the stock. That's the way it works. All this criminal activity in the stock market and whatever illegal short selling that they think is happening, if you strip all that down, because that's bullshit. What do you have? You have, on one hand, you have a stock that is in the shitter. I mean, it is in the fucking toilet. It's dog shit. It's a dog shit stock at this point. On the other hand, you have a company that is losing money, hundreds of millions of dollars a year. They're not that different. It kind of fits. You got a dog shit company, so there is a dog shit stock to go with it. That's what I mean. That should be pretty obvious. I mean, you have to actually admit that, oh yeah, losing 20 cents per share, that's not a good earnings report. That's not actually good. It doesn't matter if they beat what Wall Street thought they would do. Doesn't matter. Is it good or not? No, it's not good. He's trying to make that better, which theoretically could erase a short thesis. This short thesis was just redrawn in fucking ink. Before it was in pencil. Now I believe it's in ink, if you follow what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to erase this that fucking easily. And it's delusional to think you can. And it's delusional to think that a CEO wouldn't be trying to improve the fundamental basis of the company in order to improve the company's revenue, profit, value to the shareholders. I mean, this is basic fucking shit. This is basic shit.
You don't have nothing to substantiate being able to say that. He has never came out and said that he's doing anything to fight criminal activity, stock market manipulation.
Because you need everything spelled out to you in fucking like 4-inch letters. I mean, okay,
He has never said any of it.
stupid.
So if you come out and say that he is, then you just assuming, or you could be lying because he.
Or, you know, I mean, or most of the people that have money tied up in this fucking stock have lack a fucking basic clue about how business actually works, how this shit fits together. That could be true too, couldn't it, Frankie?
He's never told us that. You see what I'm saying? And as far as the earnings call, I wasn't impressed with that shit. And I think it was fucking rude, man, for him to be talking to us and eating popcorn and eating this shit and talking to us at the same time.
So now everybody knows it's popcorn that he was eating. Why would he eat his own fucking popcorn? And why would you wait, what's it called? Oh, wait, what's it called? Frankie, what's it called? Assuming? Oh my God. How dare you make an assumption? Fucking, oh my God.
That was rude. When you trying to talk about our stock, we got money tied up in this stock.
Boo fucking who? Boo fucking who? Nobody fucking cares.
Upside down in this stock, and he on the fucking
Your own fucking fault.
He's doing, talking to us and eating popcorn and shit at the same time, like this a fucking joke.
Frankie fucking mad. Look at that face. He's fucking mad. He's gonna fucking blast a cap in your ass. What the fuck? Oh my
That's
God.
just how I feel about it. You see what I'm saying, man? You know, my thing is this, man. He've already said, when you listen to him, he ain't gonna talk about no FTDs. He ain't gonna talk about no naked shorting. He ain't gonna talk about no criminal activity that's taking.
Because none of it fucking matters. None of it matters. None of it. None of it matters.
AMC, he said he's not gonna talk about anything like that. And see, my thing is this: for all those people that always want to scream their shield shit, and you want to say that Aron, he can't talk simply because of the fact that, you know, he can't talk about the fraudulent activity with our stock. He can't talk about the illegal naked shorting because of legal reasons. Hey, man, y'all full of shit. There's some bullshit, and y'all some cowards. How can other CEOs with other companies talk about what's going on with their stock, but he can't talk? How can they fight and talk about it and let their shareholders know exactly what they're doing as far as trying to fight criminal activity with their stock? But because he's Aron, he can't say shit. Man, y'all are full of shit and y'all some fucking cowards.
Wow. Frankie's mad, and reality may be setting in. We're seeing the meltdown as it plays out. It wasn't popcorn, it was calamari. Probably. I mean, come on, let's be honest. You know, how many millions does this guy have? 40, 50 million at least that he got last year, this year. Why would he be eating his fucking shitty popcorn that isn't even being fucking produced yet? Oh, but the packaging's so beautiful. Yeah, packaging's so beautiful. This guy, so here's another fucking retard who belongs in fucking jail. I mean, clearly. All right, Brian Hodges. And by the way, this is the cabinet guy. I went back and looked. This is the guy who sells cabinets, or at least he made videos in some kind of warehouse that has a bunch of different countertops and cabinets. It's this guy. So Ryan Hedgie, here we go.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Ryan, if it's your first time. Today I am not going to be editing.
It's not our first time,
so I'm gonna go right
but
off the bat
be gentle.
This is for motivation only, not financial advice. Guys, AMC earnings, we beat it. We beat the estimates, and sure enough, the price dropped.
Oh yeah, of course.
how can you be motivated when that happens? Well, I'll tell you why. Because almost on every single earnings call, if you look back at the charts, the same thing happens. And then specifically, when we get good earnings, about 14-ish days later, don't quote me on that, but it's about...
What does that have to do with these earnings? When we get good earnings, he just said when we get good earnings. How is that relevant here? What are you talking about? These weren't good earnings. When we get good earnings. Jesus fuck. You know what? It's time to get fucking drunk. I'm just kidding. It's not. I just saw that up there on Twisted Translations. But
about 14-ish
if I
days later, don't quote me on that, but it's about that time we get a run up in price. So I'm pumped about it. I'm pumped that we got earnings in a quarter that...
What?
So I'm pumped about it. I'm pumped that we got good earnings in a...
He's pumped that they got good earnings. Guys, pumped, good earnings.
Quarter that nobody thought it was going to happen. Guys, this is good news for the stock. This is good news for the company. And there's no reason that we need to be upset about it. There's no reason that this 5.5% down and 7% down or whatever it is currently in ape is a bad thing. Guys, we know where this is going. We know that the hedgies and the institutions can't keep kicking the can forever. And we are in complete control of our own minds. And that's the one thing that we need to all continue to remember. No matter what happens in the...
That statement right there is a good advertisement for the values of the virtues of editing. We're all in control of our own minds. I sure fucking hope so, but it sure doesn't seem like it.
The stock, in the market, in the world, don't let them get in your heads. Your head is going to be where they're always going to try to get into. Going to try to get you to sell your shares for a cost that's not worth your time. Guys, you know what it's worth.
Your time.
You know where it's going to go.
Oh my God.
And you know how it's going to happen when that glorious day comes. Guys, I just...
Are we talking about Jesus coming back? Are we talking about... What are we talking about here? This glorious day. His glorious triumphant return. I mean, what is this fucking like proto fucking Christian bullshit language?
Stay motivated, stay positive, continue to motivate each other, continue to help each other. Read the DD if you're unsure about something.
Oh, the DD. Yes, the AMC Apes Bible, aka the DD. Go read the DD again. I've read the DD cover to cover 4 times. Go read it again. You know, it speaks in mysterious ways.
There's great resources for that so that you can go back, and if there's just even one specific area that you are needing a refresher on, go look it up. Ask for help, and other apes will help.
Ask for help.
Guys, we got this. We continue to just move forward, and
other apes will help you? Well, I beg to differ on that. I beg to fucking differ there. Where is it? I love winning. How would you know that? Anyway, yeah, there was something that was relevant there, but
no looking back. Guys, I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Okay, now the one that everybody came for.
Hi guys. So, happened to get another Snapchat 1 year ago. I'm pretty sure it was me talking about AMC earnings, but man, you can see that awakening, because the shit I was saying was not the way I used to talk. It was like how I talk now. Just a few days after. Crazy. I'm going to play it.
So that is very cult sounding. I'm just going to come out and say it. That is some fucked up language. It does. Man.
Ape fam coming through tonight with the mom bun for that message. You know, it's got to be a good one if it's at night and I look like this. I see a lot of expectations about tomorrow being a big day and everybody just excited. And, you know, we're going to moon. But, bitch, you might just be going back to your living room. You just might be going back to your bedroom. You might live in
Quack, quack.
a studio and you might just be going back to that room. I mean, there may be no moon tomorrow, and that's okay because the moon will be there one day. It's always there. No
You hope.
emotions. We're stone cold. We're motherfucking apes. We know that from
That's not true, first of all. No. You are very emotional. You are human beings. You are human beings. You have emotions and feelings, and you can't ever eliminate them. They will always be there. They're there for good reasons. Emotions and feelings guide us. They help guide us. They give us feedback. They help us out. So you shouldn't minimize them. You shouldn't downplay them, but you have to be able to regulate and control and realize when you are running on emotion, realize when you need to rely on your emotions, yada, yada, yada. But you're not stone cold. You're not motherfucking apes. You're human beings dealing with the same shit that everybody else is dealing with in terms of being a human being in this society today in 2022. So you're not special in that sense. You are not a chosen few. You are not part of the chosen group. Sorry to say. Or maybe you are. Maybe we all are. Maybe we all are.
how many expectations we have.
Some dangerous fucking shit.
We have the motherfuckers that are going to be chasing Pokemon till pre-market. We know this. They'll still be chasing it after pre-market. Now, if we start mooning tomorrow, let's fucking go. I'll be screaming, let's go. But if we don't, I don't give a fuck. Because I know exactly what's going to happen in the end. It's law of attraction. What's meant to be mine is going to be mine.
Oh,
So
dear.
for one of the first times ever, this is how I know I was awakened. I agree with what I said there. What's meant for you will always be yours. What's meant for you. If something's not
what does
meant
that
for you,
mean? It meant for you? Meant for you. If something was meant for you, like, we talking determinism here? I think we are. We are talking about determinism. Something was destined, something was meant for me. There's something out there for me I have to find, or I have to be attracted to it, or something. But that's pretty much nonsense. There is no thing for me out there. The thing for me out there is whatever I do or find or get to, or the random situations of life. You can want things and you can take steps to bring them about, but just because you want something doesn't mean that it's meant for you. Or, just because maybe you don't like something, but it's meant for me, I have to accept it. That's also nonsense. So these people are emotionally broken. This girl is emotionally tattered. She's in tatters. I can tell. She's so lost. She's extremely lost. It seems like, and she really seems to believe that she has been awakened and that this ape movement has awoken her. I mean, I am not trying to reach her. No, but but I mean, I've seen this before. Seen it before a lot. Um it's this type of attitude, in my opinion, is used by people to basically deceive themselves, to make themselves believe that the problems they don't have, or you know that things are better than better than they are, or that perhaps that like they've already won something which they haven't won and is not even able to be won, but they've already won. Like we've already won. The Moass is here. Like that's like again, it's almost it's very proto Judeo-Christian in a way that, you know, we're destined to live in heaven, be, part of this city of God. That's our destiny. We can align with it or not, but ultimately it is. I don't believe that. I think it's nonsense. So your mileage may vary, but there's some very manipulative aspects to this. Okay.
It won't come. It's not yours. It's not meant to be yours. So it's all a matter of what do you believe?
So if you want something and you don't get it, then it wasn't meant for you. Wasn't meant for you. Again, this is nonsense. If you want something, I want to be a professional baseball player. I don't really, but let's say I did. I want that. That's what I want. Okay. I don't become a professional baseball player. Okay. Her theory says it wasn't meant for me. It wasn't meant for me. Okay. But by who? Who determined that? Who determined that? Are we talking about God here? Jesus? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe, but regardless, who is the person who determines who is meant for what? It couldn't possibly be that I'm not good enough. That doesn't mean that it wasn't meant for me. It means ultimately that I didn't work hard enough. It means that I did not take the correct steps to get myself to where I needed to be to get what I wanted. If you want to be, whatever, you have to study it, practice, sacrifice, all these things. Did you do those things? No, I just wanted to be a baseball player. I thought it would happen. I thought it was meant for me. I thought I was destined to be a baseball player no matter what I did. No, it's not how it works. You have to put some effort in. And what this philosophy does is it removes that necessity. It takes away the responsibility of individuals to do to take the steps to bring about the change that they want to see. Oh, it wasn't meant for me. Or it is meant for me. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do all those hard steps. I can take the shortcut because I was destined to be rich. No, no.
What do you believe? And only you can answer that question. Only you. It's how the universe works. And it's also what do you deserve? What do you put out to get that back?
Deserve.
What do you put out to attract that
Karma.
type of goodness in your life? I knew what I was fucking talking about. Just didn't realize how much so till a year later. But on point. Touche.
Mm, um, I'm 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 a bit frightened about what could happen there. To be honest, that's not good. But anyway, especially because Jack Hunter's involved. If it was true, we'd all have one that's yeah, right. This lady's been hurt, and that has not worked out. She's hiding behind this BS and has made up in her mind the I'm not good enough self projection. The law of attraction. Um, you know, things that are things that out of our control aren't meant for anyone. They're not meant for anyone specific. Like it doesn't have somebody's name tag on it. doesn't have somebody's name on a tag saying, "Up, this 2.4 billion Powerball is for Lynn right here, and only she can have it." Somebody may get it, but that doesn't mean it was meant for them. It's not meant for anybody. Somebody may get it, they may not get it. They just are. They just are. All right, here, speaking of just being, here's Keenan Grace. Important message for all AMC investors. Important message for all AMC
I
investors.
got a question for all AMC investors. And that question is this. Do you know who this man is? And if you know who he is, write his
Oh
name in the
God.
comments. We got to talk about a whole lot. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell AMC. I'm here to give
What
you
is
the
this?
facts so you could be the judge and you can see why the apes hold AMC. Many are holding it for the mother of all short squeezes, but then there are others who are also holding it for market fairness. Family, there are some billionaires like Ken Griffin, for example, who own companies, who bet against other companies by short
Oh my
selling them
God.
into oblivion, and then they make billions and billions of dollars.
You know, there are other people who go on YouTube and other social media platforms and they pretend that they know what they're talking about. And sometimes they wear nice suits and bow ties. Sometimes they show us their DSLs like he is. Right? Look at those. Ooh, gross. There, that's not better. Uh, um, that to me is worse than short selling, for sure. Like they're taking this whole betting against a company thing the wrong way. I mean, Lynn, when you go to off track betting and you quote unquote bet against a horse, you're doing nothing. You are doing nothing to affect that horse's performance. You're doing nothing to affect the horse's performance. It's really no different. You're making a quote unquote bet with a third party about the performance of another third party. It's a fundamental misunderstanding, I believe. No evidence Ken Griffin is shorting AMC. Boom. No evidence Ken Griffin is shorting AMC. If Keenan, if you're going to talk about somebody, put their picture on here and make potentially defamatory statements, you really should have some motherfucking proof. And I don't think that you do because you've never shown any, and neither has anybody else, and no proof exists. That doesn't mean it's not true necessarily, but it means you shouldn't pretend that it's true. You shouldn't go around saying that it's true, no matter what it is. Because I'll tell you what, integrity is how you act, how you portray, how you deal with stuff that you don't like, how you deal with things that you are biased against. How do you handle it? Do we know that you're biased based on the way you talk or not? Are you just presenting the facts? And do the facts speak for themselves? And you don't need to tell me. No, you need to tell me, which means that the facts don't speak for themselves, which calls into question, are they even facts? What are the facts? You don't know. So you have to spin this narrative. I mean, I don't I don't know. I don't know how many people still actually believe this shit. If they're being honest with themselves, I don't even care. I'll be honest with myself and everyone. I don't fucking care. But they know, they know whether they know that it's false or not. I believe that more people than are willing to admit it publicly, and that's fine. The problem is when they come on and act a fool and disrespectful. Although, curiously, that hasn't happened a lot. recently. Used to. They don't have as much confidence as they used to. It's kind of funny. You know, they were the most overconfident group. Now, yeah, some of them still are, but not nearly as many. Paper hands. Paper hands.
them into
Weak.
oblivion, and then they make billions and billions of dollars off of the backs of retail investors from doing this payment for order flow kind of a system, from short selling companies until they're about to go out of business, and then just coming up like that, family. And
I would like for him to tell me 5 companies that have been shorted, quote, out of existence in the last 10 years. Tell me 5 companies that were, quote unquote, shorted out of existence, shorted into bankruptcy, shorted into the ground, whatever they fucking say. It's all ridiculously uninformed. Let's hear some examples of these companies that have been shorted into oblivion. You can't name a single one. I don't think he can name a single one because they never do. They have never given examples. And I'm talking shorted into bankruptcy and non existence, on the precipice of non existence. They can't do it. They don't do it. But that's what short sellers do, apparently, even though they can't give you an easy example off the top of their head. That calls into question the fact. It's being assumed. It's an assumption. And
what is the
it's a
reward
stupid one.
for all of these things? What is the reward for being this kind of a person, family? The kind of person who owns a business that got fined $275,000 for reporting violations, and then another $700,000 slaps on the wrist for billion-dollar companies. Remember, all of this stuff is alleged, supposedly, hypothetically. Do your own research, right? Nobody's trying to get sued.
So what? What does this
What
have
is
to
the
do with
reward
anything?
for owning a company that's not playing by the rules, allegedly? Oh, the reward is this, where Ken Griffin buys a Miami compound.
That's him choosing to spend his money how he chooses to spend his motherfucking money. What business is it of yours? What business is that of yours whatsoever? Fucking judgmental little fuck.
For $106 million, setting a new record. And you know me, I'm the kind of person that
I mean, why is that outrageous? I mean, these fucking clowns think that they're going to get that much money and be able to spend that much money on a fucking Tuesday if they want to. Why is it so outrageous when somebody else does it? Because this kid will never have he will never have a fraction of that much wealth. He wouldn't know what to do with it. Wouldn't know what to do with
I
it.
want to go and check. Wow, he set a new record for owning a home in Miami, the highest price paid for one.
So
I
what?
Who had the record before?
There's no way I can listen to this whole fucking video.
That's the reward that the elite, that the big dogs, the powers that be get for not playing by the rules. This is why we invest into ourselves. And this is why we invest, because we want to be able to have nice things too. Maybe not $100 million house, but we want to have nice things too. But then we get people allegedly, I gotta say,
you want nice things by doing no work. You do not want to put in the work. You want a shortcut to wealth. You want a shortcut to success. That's what you thought this was. No such thing exists. Not that anyone, literally anyone, could follow and be successful. It just doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Not everybody was meant to be rich. I think Don would agree with that.
Allegedly to protect the platform, who take from us.
No, they don't take from you. They do not take from you. You know that there is a risk of losing your money when you put it into the stock market. You know that there is a risk that you will lose it all. You know that there is a risk that you won't understand why you lost it all. most of the time you won't understand why. You just will. You'll just lose it, and you won't know why, and it'll be confusing, and you'll hate it, and you'll hate yourself. That's not being stolen from. That's not being taken from. That is a known risk. A known risk that you accepted. Excuse me, when you got into this thing. Period. End of
Then you
story.
end up with a situation where you have people who say, you know what, we're the apes. We need the market fairness. We see that people aren't playing
Market fairness. Okay.
by the
right.
rules. We see that they're using that payment for order flow that was made by Bernie Madoff, allegedly, right? We see these kind of things. So now we got to think to ourselves, what can we do? What can we do? So what the apes have decided, and I become one of them, is to only buy what I am willing to lose. Many people don't have a
That's
dollar.
not what the apes are doing. Okay? That's not what the apes are doing. This little fuck is trying to manipulate, gaslight, and make it sound like they're responsible. They're not fucking responsible, and neither is he. This is the most irresponsible shit. Despicable, really.
Goes to the moon. I know that people have generated generational wealth just from a play.
You know how you generate generational wealth? You work fucking hard. You work hard. Nobody has worked hard here. Nobody has worked hard.
There's no guarantees on the stock market, especially when you're in a speculative place. So always make sure that you do not over leverage yourself, family. I always try to get on here and stress that. But we got to understand, it's time for us to really come through and say, we can do this. I got to get to the sponsor of the video. I don't want to get him.
Okay, who's the sponsor today? Oh, Public.
Now, dollar with.
Okay, I do not care about that again. So, I mean, I'm telling you, like, everybody thinks that the earnings were so great. I mean, AMC and Disney earnings call live stream. Adam Aron is not bullish on AMC squeeze. Matt kohrs. Look at fucking Matt kohrs coming out of the goddamn woodwork. Fucking guy belongs in fucking jail. Look at this clown. This guy is such a fucking caricature.
How's it going, Ape and Apettes? Today is election day. Now, I know a lot of people have already voted because it's, you do mail-in voting and pre-voting and all that. So it's kind of, the day is not as big a deal as it used to be. But today is really the day when, by the way, look where I'm at. It's beautiful here. I had to come out here, so I thought I might as well make a video. Today really is the day, when you think about it, is the day that makes everything that we've been waiting for possible. And the reason why I think that is, I'm not saying Moass tomorrow at 2 p.m., but the reason why I think that is because of the fact that when you look at how this stuff works in cycles and how they've been kicking.
Oh my God.
How it's, in my
fucking
opinion,
cycles.
Inevitability. What is their best option?
Wait, what? What?
Is because of the fact that when you look at how this stuff works in cycles and how they've been kicking the can back and how it's, in my opinion, a complete inevitability.
A complete inevitability. Now that is some confidence. He actually said it is a complete inevitability. I just don't even know what to say. What in the fuck? Oh, I know what to say. If it's obvious, it's obviously wrong.
What is their best option? Their best option is a simple one. playing a game of perception, making sure that people see things the way they want them to be seen, so that, you know, the voting public may be in favor of things like CBDCs, so that the voting public will hate Redditors and blame them, so that the voting public will have forgotten.
Wow. That's
If you look back
conspiratorial
at
as fuck.
2008, when the market was crashing, to occur than now.
Oh, what happened? Uh, shit. Oh,
Because it gives them 2 years of interference, 2 years
whoops.
of media manipulation, 2 years of people maybe forgetting if it's not too much of a downturn. Now, I think what they're going to try to do is just a soft landing. I don't think that's possible. I think when the market starts to crash, it's going to be the biggest crash in history. I really think that's going to be the case. I mean, when you see how bad everything is, and they know it's bad. That's why they're hoarding gold. That's why the banks are starting to hoard gold and they're stockpiling. They see something very bad coming. They're getting ready for it. So the best thing they could do is let this all play out now. Let it happen as soon as possible, because what they need this to just be done with, so that they can try to get something to happen, so they can manipulate this for years to come, or let people forget about it by the next election. So I'm not saying, you know, I never say any dates, but if they're smart about it, the way they want to play it, they need to let this thing finally fly and take off sooner rather than later, so that it'll actually be done. Because at this point,
What kind of reasoning is that? No, you want it to happen sooner rather than later because people are getting fucking nervous. Clearly, the cracks are starting to form and they're starting to widen. I mean, just look at Frankie. I mean, he is. This is the anger part now is coming. It used to be fun, you know. Now it's anger. Let's just get it over with so it'll be
the
done.
longer they wait, the longer they hold off, you know, the closer it happens at the next election, which is going to be terrible for them. And, you know, tinfoil hat time. I need a tinfoil hat because I got some tinfoil hat ideas that I'm always happy to share. You know, you don't think, if this thing is as big as we all think it is, we're talking billions and billions of synthetics, prices in the tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands. You don't think the government didn't flat out tell Aron, do not do things to make this fly before November? You don't think there were some conversations, there were some talks? Like, I got no inside info. I'm not some inside guy. I'm just looking at this and saying logically, you know, what do you think they would do? You don't think maybe that's why he did ape when he did? And then that way it would time out after the election, after the midterms? I mean,
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, yeah, but it could also be that the company is fucking on its last leg. Could be that the company is in trouble and they need fucking money. I mean, you know, it's possible at least.
it's a possibility. It's a
Yeah.
possibility. These people are all interconnected and together. So you don't think that word got around? You don't think Aron, as smart as he is, wouldn't
Jesus
play ball?
Christ. As smart as he is.
Of course he'd play ball with the enemy, he'd play ball with the government. He'd play ball. He knows what he's got to do for us. But
What?
he might play ball and delay it long
What?
enough and make
He knows what he has to do for you?
satisfy us, but don't
The
get
fuck does he
ball
have to do
rolling
for
on
you?
this until those guys are prepared for it. He's, I've always said before, he does what he has to do. He knows he has to make us happy. But the guy is absolutely doing what he has to do with everybody, not just us. But he knows
I have never seen so many fucking grandiose narcissists in my whole life. And I'm from Ohio. Like, seriously, this is some fucking bullshit.
We don't give a damn about who wins when it comes to this play. It's not gonna change anything. I'm at the point now where I believe the entire corrupt American political machine is so big that no one or even groups of ones can solve it now. It's become its own self-sustaining, self-destructive machine, and the chances of it getting saved,
self-sustaining, self-destructing. What? I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point, really, is that the government is not dependent on one person, and one person cannot destroy the government. That it's checked and balanced by other parts. These people have no fucking clue about shit. They all talk about it as if they do. So, I'm kind of retarded.
are astronomically slim, which is why we're always going to have to wait for a market downturn. An absolute crash is what it's going to take. That's what I'm waiting for at this point. That's really what I'm waiting for. So for me, I think today makes everything possible because this is right now, tomorrow is the farthest day from the next election. They need to utilize their time as best they can. So it's in their best interest to let this thing fly like that fish I just saw jump over there. I wish I'd caught that. See the ripples? Little ripples over there. It's nice out here. A little close to the road. I wouldn't mind being further out in nature, but it's nice out here. So you all have a good one. Happy election day. And if you're in a different country, happy whatever.
Yeah, happy whatever. Now, I also saw that 3 ways to spot a sleeper shill from Common Sense Investor. Look at this fucking terroristic cover here. That might have to get reported. I'm not sure. Some bullshit.
What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. In this video, it's kind of important because I've seen some actions that have been going on in the YouTube world, and I want to share with y'all what I feel about them and what it means. Okay? Because there's been another YouTuber who's put out videos saying, "I've sold everything. I'm tired of the play." People, if you're
going to talk about Scott fucking Allen,
and I'm only telling you this because I can't.
I hope so.
Because I'm going to survive this.
I want somebody to talk about me.
With you. Now,
nobody fucking talks about me. They should be. I talk about them. Oh, do I talk about them? I mean, I don't think there's a stream that goes by that I don't hurl insults at pretty much every one of these fuckers. I mean, it's sometimes, they're all lame, but oh shit. I mean, I'm really hoping Phil, for real, I am fucking retarded. Phil, boy, am I retarded for real. Makes a song about me. I really want him to.
I've been in this play for a while, and I've watched YouTubers, and I became a YouTuber to be able to come and combat a lot of the FUD that was out there in shills. Now, That's what I want to talk about tonight, a shield. All right? We use that word so loosely in this community, it's ridiculous. That the definition of shield has changed, okay, to mean somebody that doesn't agree
Mr.
with
Credit
me.
Susie.
You're a shield.
So
Simple as that.
the fact that they misuse words like this, they they can't use a 5-letter word properly. Do you think that they are doing any type of due diligence? I mean, I'm just saying. There are so many clues here. This is one of them. They don't know what words mean, but they know what FTDs and all of this advanced market internals that don't make any difference. They know what that means. And payment for order flow. But none of them could tell you what the bid ask spread is. None of these motherfuckers could tell you. It's pretty ridiculous.
You see it every day. Oh, he's a shield. Oh, he's a shield. Why? Because he disagreed with you. All right? When that's not the test that you want to put people through to figure out if they're shields simply because they disagree with you. You may be wrong. And they may be right. But the point is this. A shield is a hustler or con man who tries to convince other people to buy something or think something is great. They're shields. They're shilling. I'll give you an example. The gold rush in California way back in the day, that was a shield that started that, okay? He went into the gold mine, come out the gold mine, he had a big old chunk of gold. There's gold, and everybody rushed to California to look for the gold. He had a store set up that was selling pickaxes and fucking everything else you needed to mine gold. But he started it off with, I found gold. That's a shield. A shield, again, is a hustler or a con man who tries to convince other people to buy something, all right? So let's take a look at that, AMC. If a person is pumping AMC, then you need to know their reasoning. Why? The point is this. In order to identify these people, there are 3 aspects to look for. All right, and you need to remember these things as you move forward in this play because it's almost over and they're coming out hard on us. All right, so let's take a look at the 3 ways that you can spot a shield. And I know you're going to have questions. You're going to say, well, that sounds like this person. Well, if it sounds like this person, then put them through the test and see if they're really shields. Or if they were just pumping the stock because they like the stock, or telling people to sell the shares, you know, causing fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And a shield plays on your emotions. All right? So let's take a look at the 3 ways that you can identify a shield inside the community. Because we're not talking about normal shields. We're not talking about loot. We're not talking about other people that you think because they disagree with you, they must be shields, okay? Or they disagree with your favorite YouTuber when they may be disagreeing with your favorite YouTuber because your favorite YouTuber is a shield, all right? But in this particular video, I want to concentrate on sleeper shields, okay? These are people that have been in the community for the whole time, and they provide DD, and they try to make themselves seem smarter than me and you, and we have to be attached to them, okay? They're going to try and separate us from the pack, okay? For example, I'm watching several YouTubers right now who are sleeper shields, and what they are telling people is, you can't trust them. You can't trust nobody but us. We the only ones who know what's going on. And you need to be following me, and you need to be following him because he knows what he's talking about. When you go back and you look at the research and you question what they've told you, they get angry.
Is he debunking the Moass here? Kind of sounds like it. He is basically debunking the Moass. Yeah, I don't know, but I like that. By the way, I like that. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna just let this play, but I like this right here. This is great. Watch what
Take a
pops up
look
on
at
the
that.
screen.
AMC. If a person,
Think of Trey trades telling people to buy AMC and hold while he had call options. Yeah, Trey was definitely fit that classification, and now he's gone. You know, he got his. Fuck Trey.
they get angry,
Never want to see his droopy face again.
all right? They get offensive. Why? Because you're challenging what they are telling you when you are supposed to just follow whatever they say. I've heard this so many times on one YouTuber's channel that it's when he said it the first time, I picked it up and I'm thinking, something ain't right about this motherfucker. First off, he's always right. He's never wrong.
Well, you're either talking about Tony or Al, as far as I could tell. Tony or Al. I don't know which one. They both fit that category.
And that's not possible. Nobody is ever 100% right. So that was the first clue to me that something was wrong. Then you promote other YouTubers who then, if you check their research, it's all wrong. All right? I'll give you an example. I better not call no names. There was a YouTuber, a group of YouTubers when I got started, okay? And they were telling everybody that NSCC 2022-10 was a pawn shop rule, and that what was going to happen
Pantheon.
was join the DTCC and take advantage
Pantheon.
of the DTCC.
Oh my god, I hate that guy. Oh fuck, I hate him. He is fucking horrible. Motherfucker had the nerve to comment on some shit too. Total fucking narcissist. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, he's talking about Pantheon. Wow.
Insurance, all right, and stock loaning program. And that was completely false information. But at the time, we didn't know any better. We followed these people. We listened to what they say because they...
You still do. And anybody who challenged it, like me, was vilified by the community. Completely disregarded, disrespected, treated like shit. I don't care. It doesn't bother me because I know that all these people are going to lose it all. This makes it that much more entertaining to watch. But this is funny because it's almost like CSI found my channel.
Smarter than us. All right? They separate you from the pack. They tell you, you can't trust nobody else but us. Fuck it, I'm going to call their names. Tony DeNaro, Pantheon.
Knew it. Knew it.
And a few other ones.
Al.
Anybody that tries to tell you everybody else is wrong but us, you need to be following us.
Yeah, he is close, isn't he?
You away from the group. Over to their...
I mean, he's close, but he's got 10,000 subscribers. I don't think he could get away with it. His channel would collapse. He's got too many apes that believe, that listen to him. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, I would love to be wrong about that. Let him wake up.
You to doubt
Let him wake up.
Other YouTuber who tells you something contrary to what they say. That's what a shield does. And I'm not making this shit up just because I don't like a motherfucker. Right here on Twitter. He's so stupid he hasn't even deleted his acting page. His name is Tony Franzetti. And he's had 3 B movies. And here's what he has to say about AMC. Listen to this. Remember, this is a paid actor.
The squeeze was over in June of 2020. What year are we in? 2022. The squeeze was over
2022 right now. 2021.
So Tony Franzetti is telling everybody that the squeeze happened in June, period. All right? Somebody else said that. Lou.
Some shit. But I'm just telling you something. AMC already spiked. GameStop already spiked. I love you motherfuckers. I love you motherfuckers. That's why I'm saying this to you, okay?
So Tony Franzetti agrees with Lou. That video was done a year ago by Lou, okay? Where he told everybody the squeeze had happened. Now, Tony Franzetti telling us the same thing. Squeeze had happened. Bullshit. Bullshit. The shorts haven't covered. See?
Well, there we go. There we go. Shorts haven't covered. So just when we thought he was getting close, you know, we get a big fat reminder that he's nowhere close.
All right. Sleeper shields are the danger. Sleeper shields, like I said, they've been in the community the whole time, telling us about AMC, and then all of a sudden they switch their position to where the squeeze is over with. All right. The second point that we need to talk about is they will use the same tricks to get you into other plays. All right. And then once you're there, you find out it was bullshit. All right. I'll give you a couple examples. RNVA. Lou said, this is how you do it. You just put your money there, and every day you do this, and you can double your money every day. Bullshit, man. How many people fell for that and went and got into Rivian or whatever it is, RNVA? They also, this is important.
You wish it was Rivian.
I don't want to show any titles, but it's very important that you realize they want to use the same tricks to get you into other plays, and then once you're there, you see the thumbnails that say, this is going to make you a millionaire. This is going to be the Moass. This is going to take us to the moon. All of these types of videos, people call them clickbait.
You're not going to the moon. There will be no Moass. There will be no short squeeze. You'll never be a millionaire. Sorry.
But they are, but their purpose is to get you into other plays. How many people has jumped into GTII simply because Lou started pumping it? I was talking about GTII months before Lou. But Lou started pumping it. Everybody.
But does that make you better or worse than Lou? Because you were pumping it first. So I don't know.
And he encouraged people to sell their shares of AMC and Ape and get into that play. And it's going to run. It will run. But
it will run.
Just left
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Which is AMC, Ape, and Highcroft. Oh. If you watch my video, you won't.
Triangle of Sadness? Now that's funny.
Understand that. There's no way for us to lose. No way.
What? What was that bit about people never being wrong and being overconfident? Come on. There's no way for you to lose. Yeah. You know how many times how many times the casino walls have heard that? I can't lose. Yeah, you can fucking lose, and you're about to.
All we got to do is hold.
My God.
So, the YouTubers who put out the videos that this stock is going to go 1,000%. This stock is going to make you a millionaire. This stock, they're trying to get you into other plays. The exact way you got in to AMC.
More debunking of the squeeze. Love it.
You got into AMC, most people did, because it was pumped up as the Moass. Not just a squeeze. This is going to be the mother of all squeezes. See?
Actually, that was GameStop. AMC has always been, always, poor man's GME, without question. AMC was the poor man's GameStop. Believe it.
And we ran to it, just like they did in the days of the gold rush. They're going to use the same tricks to get you into other plays. And if you fall for it, it's your fault. Because they're trying to appeal to your greed.
And if you fell for the AMC Moass, it's your fault because they appealed to your greed and you bought into it.
Your anxiety, okay?
And your anxiety and your distrust of the government and your propensity for conspiracy theories. If you listen to somebody like Kill Red Pill Bill, I mean, he's doing my job here. I just let him talk.
Be rich. I just want to buy a stock and let it go up 60,000%.
He's debunking the Moass because that's not how it works, and he knows that's not how it works. He should.
That's what's got most of y'all in the position you're in.
I.e., Moass is a fantasy.
Me too, because when I heard about the Moass, I hurried up and jumped into AMC.
He wanted Moass.
And a lot of people are doing that with other plays. And if you want to be successful, what you need to do.
But, you know, here's the cult language. Here's the cult aspect. They're trying to get you in other plays. They're trying to get you to join these other groups. But we know that ours is the pure group. We are the pure believers. We are the true believers. So you want to be part of this group, not that group. Meanwhile, every group is saying that, but none of them actually are. In other words, they're all just fucking chasing their tails. Literally like a dog. Getting nowhere. Getting dizzy. And being more confused and directionless than they were before they started. They're less informed than they were before they started. That's fucked up.
You need to get back in. You need to get your shares while you can and wait this out. It's not.
So what about people that are telling you to, you know, do this or do that? They're shills. You just said, what did you just say?
This is what I would do. You need to get back in. You need to get your shares while you can and wait this out. It's
okay. You're trying to get me in another play.
Not much longer. You cannot lose with AMC, people.
You can't lose. When somebody tells you you can't lose, it's pretty compelling. Something a shill might say.
You have AMC, you have Ape, and you have Highcroft. When Highcroft drops how much gold they got, boom, our earnings is going to shoot through the roof.
Why? So no, it's not.
Oh, this stock here, this is what you need to be.
They already did supposedly say, oh, we got all this gold that we can't even do anything with. And the earnings were bullshit.
No. Number 3. They will turn you against authority. And I'm speaking of the ones who are telling you you cannot trust Aron. I've said it before.
Oh,
people's feelings.
So I'm a shill.
I'm not talking to the retail investors. I'm talking to these bitch-ass YouTubers who are crying and saying, you can't trust AA. AA is this, and AA is that, and he's not with us, and he's not with the squeeze, and he's not this. And they're trying to turn you away from the CEO who is guiding this ship. Now, I disagree with some of the ways that he's doing it, but he's the CEO, not me. And that's the attitude, if you're going to survive this, you need to have. Is that he's the CEO. And you may disagree with what he's doing, but he's driving the ship. All right? And he is driving this motherfucker, maybe slow, but it's going to get us to the destination we're looking for. And then he can't be accused of market manipulation.
That's a good point.
It's as
They have to have
simple
a
as that.
brain to have CTE.
So there you go.
Fatal
There's
error.
3 ways to spot a sleeper shield.
3 ways to spot a sleeper shill. Well, we got one right here. We got one right here. His name is Common Sense Investor. All right, one more video and I'm done. Some captains guide the ship into icebergs. Indeed, they do. Oh, 43 million FTDs, no comment. Oh, God, put that guy in Guantanamo. Let's see. The insane week ahead. This guy's terrible. Oh, fuck. Commander 35. You're right. You're right. Commander 35. I got it. I got it. I got it. I don't want to, but I will in the name of science. In the name of science. Where the fuck is he? Here it is. All right. Last video.
So, the grand finale, the conclusion to my revenge against Popcorn Slug himself, November 8th, the earnings report has officially been out. We all heard it firsthand. And what did we learn and experience today? Well, we basically had AMC rip ass, go from $5.99 down to $5 and what, 20-something cents in a matter of seconds. Predictably so. Round of applause. Thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate the arrogance you displayed on the report, the call. We all heard it right. And if you don't understand why I have a problem and a vendetta I'm waging and revenge, I just feel pure fury against this guy. The dude was literally saying, oh, I have the most shares in this company. I should be concerned with the share price. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It don't matter. People literally are losing their life savings holding this devoutly, like worshiping AMC down to the ground while you are
That's their fucking fault.
But I guess that's besides the point.
That's their fucking fault.
AMC's technically higher than it was in, what, January of 2021. So we're still okay. We're still well in the green. Oh, yeah? How about being down from $72 freaking dollars? We're not even in the teens, my guy. Don't be talking about that shit. What did he say? Ape is precious. Come on. Yeah, right. My precious. Yeah. Right. Precious dilution. Anyways, if you guys don't mind hitting the thumbs up down below, subscribing to the channel if you're new here, I would greatly appreciate it. So let's talk about it. What happened today? How did it all go? Well, I had let everybody know for weeks now, I believe it's been, that I've been on a warpath to spank this puto out as many times as I possibly can to squeeze every dollar out of his pockets and help my people get a chance to sell off at a, cut their losses. But unfortunately, it did not go exactly how I first saw. We had multiple obstructions, one being Popcorn himself.
How the fuck is this guy gonna do that?
Freaking, what the hell do they say, right? You saw that.
What the fuck is this guy gonna do? I mean, talk about a fucking narcissist. Holy fuck.
They are selling this down to $1. Aren't they the underwriter for AMC?
Thanks, Chris.
What's the situation with that?
Thank you, sir.
So anyways, they shorted this down. I kind of foresaw that coming ahead of time. I'm like, all right, because this always happens every earnings. They're going to try to short this down so that way we cannot have a monstrous rip. And if that had not happened, I would say we'd have easily hit my $8 to $12 price target that I was looking at. I was looking at somewhere right in between there, those levels. I knew it was possible to be done. However, we were not granted it. We were just completely tossed and discarded to the side. We hit $5.99 today in the after hours, and then the predictable dump all the way down to $5.20 something. So that was basically it, a dud. a roadkill bug. But, of course, I got in. I believe
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
kill bug. But, of course, I got in. I believe it was yesterday. I established a position at $5.21. I wrote it to $5.95. Even though this shit dumped from $5.99, I still made it back. So that's what I'm telling you, Poppy. Popcorn man. I am not letting up. But what happens now? What is next after this? Where do we go from here? Is AMC done and over with? Are the shorts going to win their thesis? Is it correct? Or are they just going to win basically through corruption and the fact that Adam is ignoring their existence and letting them run rampant, refusing or just completely not acknowledging anything going on? You know, you could say it's legality reasons. He cannot say anything about the illegal naked short selling activities. The share count, all this, blah, 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 no, just ape is precious, saved us, dilution, yeah.
I already talked about those things.
We appreciate you. We
talked about that shit last year, but you didn't believe him, so whatever.
Gonna give you so much power to vote on the company. You guys make a difference, but you know what? Here's your reward. Fucking take that stinky ape up the ass.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. Oh, that shit pisses me off, man. And he was fucking, his ringer was going off in the background, chewing popcorn throughout the entire conference call. Talking about AMC's gonna do a credit card. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm like low-key livid here, so I do apologize. But this is what I'm saying. This is exactly why I am out for blood and to fuck this guy up. And I'm glad that I did. And I hope that many other folks out there did as well. And have.
How did you fuck him up? How exactly did you fuck him up again? What is this guy talking about? What a fucking clown.
Capitalize on these ridiculous dips we were seeing, jump in, and make as much profit as possible. I know it's not what we all wanted to see happen. I wanted to see this go to $8 to $12, but it did not. It hit freaking $5.99. You couldn't even give us 1 cent above. That is messed up. That is just cruelty, and it screams more than just a coincidence in my eyes. No freaking way. So where do we go from here, right?
Because you're biased.
His ass, but now,
you're
is AMC
ignorant,
done?
bias.
Am I done with the play? Am I going to just completely let it go and not jump into it anymore? Let me say this. From this point on, this battle has concluded. I am removing all cash, all capital from this play for the time being. I will, however, be making battle preparations for Q4 if you want to know. I am not done by a long shot with spanking this guy repeatedly. However, I'm going to pull back and remain out for the time being.
How the hell does making 40 fucking cents
this month
a share on swing trading do anything to hurt Adam Aron? And again, this guy is such a narcissist. It's all about I, me, my. Who cares? You've never shown any positions. You've never shown any trades. We don't know that you know how to fucking trade. We have no clue. You talk a good talk, I guess, some might say. But we never seen you walk. Who fucking cares? You're nobody.
Next couple of weeks going on and going forward, we have to see the results of these elections and everything. There's so many factors at play here. I want to see how low they're going to short this shit to before I decide to re-entry to get back in. Because I'm going to be looking at, possibly $4 from this point out, to be honest with you. After this lackluster, boring, bullshit showcase of just arrogance, ridiculousness, guy literally talking about Elon Musk Twitter acquisition. What kind of a question is that? That is not meaningful or relevant at all to this conversation, dog. So, I'm looking at Q4 being my next play against.
Well, it's the question he was asked, so he answered it. I mean,
so Obviously, I will update you along the way. I'm going to be talking about it in the Discord more thoroughly, but I wanted to get this video to you. So basically, I robbed Popcorn Blind from 520 today all the way to, well, technically I bought it yesterday till today, hit $5.99, sold out, or at $5.95, right? So now I milked it 3 times successfully. What can I say? What can I really say but except this? I am I'm solidified in my beliefs and my pure fury and hatred for this guy and what he's done to the shareholders in this company. Basically, assisting the hedge funds and the short sellers. This guy has taken no steps to fucking get this shit going, all right? So screw your AMC credit card and the freaking popcorn business, chewing on freaking taste testing snacks in the background. I don't give a shit about none of that. I am coming for your blood, boy. You just awakened a demon from the pits of hell. I promise you that, all right? So, I will be back with more videos soon enough. Let me know how you guys did with AMC and how you feel and felt.
Oh, I'm sure you will be back.
Report. Were you satisfied
talking
with
about
the results?
yourself more?
Were you pleased to hear his opinion and views of what's going on with the situation in AMC and how basically we fell from $5.99 to $5.20 or $5.30, what the fuck it was? Are you satisfied with that? Let me know. And do you want blood? Are you thirsty for blood like I am? Tell me.
Jesus fucking Christ. What is wrong with this guy? What is wrong with these people, man? Well, we tried. But as Shadow Stars points out, none of these tools are covering the actual earnings figures. Of course not. They don't know how to talk about earnings. They have no clue. And they think this earnings was good. So maybe we'll have to look at that, you know, in the future and actually cover the earnings as they were. But that's for another time. It is definitely time for my bedtime. So, excuse me. With that, thank you all, chatters, lurkers, likers, and haters, all equal. Appreciate it. What a hell of a day. What can you say? I'll catch you all later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.